There was a show of solidarity between politicians and members of the community this week in front of the Fallsview Casino Resort. Those in attendance were voicing their concerns over the selection process to find a new operator for Niagara Casinos in 2019.
We were originally told that we would be part of helping them to put together the important elements of the request for proposal going forward. None of the things that we suggested were included. You know, the way the original agreements for the casinos were, number one, jobs, economic development, investment, and then the last piece was revenue to the province. At some point, the model got flipped upside down, and jobs seemed to be not as important as money to the province. And we said, listen, here we want to make sure we protect the jobs, and we're concerned the new model, there could be an elimination of jobs.
Well, it sounds like I wasn't consulted because they already had the plan in the oven, half-baked, and quite frankly, it's not acceptable to us as a region, as a city, and we want something done about it. We want the process stopped, and we want to start again. Let's do it right.
The City of Niagara Falls was so concerned when they read the RFP that they commissioned an independent study. That study found that the modernization plan could result in a loss of up to 1,400 jobs.
So we went back to the government, and we said this part has to be changed. And we're not getting the cooperation we were hoping for. So this has been an ongoing tug of war. We've been back and forth. So finally we decided to have a public display to say we aren't happy with this. We're trying to protest and get their attention to say this has to change.
We're going to put an entertainment complex in here. We're going to modernize, fix it up a bit, the two casinos. And you're saying to people, but you may lose your job. It makes absolutely no sense in the province of Ontario. What they should be saying is, when we finish doing all this, there's going to be more jobs, more opportunity for young people to get good paying jobs with some benefits and get excited about the gaming industry here in Niagara. And that's what should be happening here.
Those in attendance included politicians from across the region. The show of support is proof that this is not just a Niagara Falls issue.
The two casinos have 4,000 plus employees. They're the number one employer in the region. So losing 1,400 between the two casinos will affect people all over the region. There are people in every single community that work here at the casino. So it'll be detrimental to the entire region.
We know from the HLT advisors report that that's what's going to happen. They have told us loud and clear, this is negative for you in Niagara, and you're going to lose jobs. They're going to close one casino and you're going to lose jobs.
Once I get my paycheck, I go to the restaurant, or I go to the movies, or I go to the dry cleaners, or I go somewhere that's going to create a job and help another job. So I believe that's about 4 to 1. So 4 to 1. So I got 1,400 jobs that would be lost here, and the 4 to 1 would take it up to 5,600 jobs that potentially could be lost in Niagara if we lose 1,400 jobs here. So it's not 1,400 in my eyes, it's 5,600 jobs to 6,000 jobs. And to have this many people show up on a rally in very short notice, is a good sign that they're prepared to stand up and fight for their jobs, fight for their families, fight for their communities, and send a clear message to the Liberal government. Sit down with the mayor of Niagara Falls, sit down with Al Caslin, the regional chair, and let's get this thing resolved. Let's make sure that it's a win-win-win. It should be a win for the city, it should be a win for the region, and it should be a win for the province.
Local politicians plan to continue to pressure the government on this matter, and will do so when they visit Queen's Park on April the 11th. For The Source, I'm Andrew Thompson.